Why do 92% of New Year's resolutions fail by February? It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you lack motivation. It's because you're fighting against 2 million years of evolution with nothing but willpower and good intentions. And here's the thing, your willpower always loses. I learned this the hard way. A few years ago, I decided I was going to transform my life. I was going to wake up at 5 a.m., meditate for 30 minutes, work out for an hour, read for 45 minutes, journal, eat perfectly clean, and be incredibly productive all day. Day 1, I crushed it. I felt like a superhero. Day 2, I struggled a bit, but I pushed through. Day 3, I hit the snooze button. I skipped the meditation. The whole thing collapsed like a house of cards. Sound familiar to you? But what if I told you there's a way for you to stop fighting your brain and start working with it? What if you could use the same neurological mechanisms that keep you stuck to actually propel you forward? That's exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you how you can literally rewire your brain using strategies backed by neuroscience and behavioral psychology. Not vague self-help advice, but concrete techniques you can start using in the next 24 hours. By the end of this video, you'll understand why change feels so impossibly hard for you. And more importantly, you'll have a step-by-step system to make it inevitable. So if you've ever started something with huge enthusiasm, only to quit within days, if you've ever wondered why some people seem to change effortlessly while you struggle, stick with me. This is going to change how you think about change itself. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. Your brain doesn't want you to change. I know that sounds dramatic, but hear me out. Your brain is essentially a 3-pound survival machine that's been optimized over millions of years to do one thing exceptionally well: keep you alive with minimum energy expenditure. Every time you do something new, your brain has to work hard. It has to build new neural pathways, process unfamiliar information, make conscious decisions at every step. Scientists estimate that when you're thinking consciously, your brain uses about 5 times more energy than when you're on autopilot. It's exhausting, and your brain absolutely hates being exhausted. This is why your habits exist in the first place. When you repeat a behavior enough times, typically anywhere from 18 to 254 days, depending on the complexity, your brain creates what neuroscientists call an automaticity pathway. It's like when you first learned to drive. Remember how mentally draining it was for you? You were checking mirrors, signaling, steering, watching the road, operating the pedals, all simultaneously. Your prefrontal cortex was working overtime. But now, you drive while having conversations, listening to podcasts, planning your day. You've probably arrived home, sometimes barely remembering the drive. Your brain automated the process to save energy for you. The behavior moved from your prefrontal cortex, the conscious, energy-intensive part, to your basal ganglia, which handles your automatic behaviors with minimal energy. The problem is, this mechanism doesn't discriminate between your good and bad habits. If you've been checking your phone first thing every morning for years, scrolling social media when you're bored, or eating junk food when you're stressed, your brain has built superhighways for these behaviors. They're effortless for you now. They're your path of least resistance. And when you try to change, your brain freaks out. Neuroscientists call this the amygdala hijack. Your brain's primitive alarm system goes off. Change registers as danger to you. The unfamiliar feels threatening. So your brain floods you with discomfort, doubt, anxiety, and an overwhelming urge to go back to what's familiar. It's literally the same system that would activate if you encountered a predator. Your brain doesn't distinguish between you trying a new behavior and potential threat to your survival. It's not personal. It's not a character flaw in you. It's evolutionary biology doing exactly what it's designed to do, protect you. But here's the game changer for you. There's a loophole in the system, and it's called neuroplasticity. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself based on what you do, think, and practice every single day. Here's what this means for you in practical terms. Every time you repeat an action, you strengthen the neural pathway associated with that action in your brain. Every time you think a thought, you reinforce that pattern of thinking. Every time you practice a skill, you literally grow the brain regions involved in your head. The neuroscientist Donald Hebb summarized it perfectly. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Imagine you're walking through an overgrown field. The first time, you're pushing through tall grass. It's hard work for you. But if you walk the same path every day, you create a trail. The grass gets trampled down. Then it becomes a clear path for you. Eventually, with enough repetition, it's a road, then a highway. Your brain works exactly the same way for you. The first time you perform a new behavior, it's difficult for you. You're blazing a new trail in your mind. But each repetition makes it easier for you. The neural pathway gets stronger, faster, more automatic. And here's the flip side. Pathways you don't use begin to weaken. This is called synaptic pruning. Your brain is constantly optimizing for you, keeping the connections you use and eliminating the ones you don't. Use it or lose it isn't just a saying. It's literal neuroscience happening in your brain right now. This is incredibly empowering for you, but there's a catch. You can't force this process through sheer willpower. Your willpower is a limited resource that depletes throughout your day. Psychologist Roy Baumeister demonstrated this in famous experiments. When people had to resist eating cookies, they performed worse on subsequent self-control tasks. It's why you make good decisions in the morning and eat ice cream straight from the container at night. Your willpower is like a muscle that gets tired. And when it's tired, your autopilot takes over. Your old habits win. But you can change your brain through strategic repetition. You can build new highways while your old ones fade from disuse. And that brings us to the first and most powerful technique for you. The micro-step method, making change invisible to your brain. This is hands down the most underrated principle in behavior change, and it's going to transform how you approach any goal. Your brain resists big changes, but doesn't even notice small ones. Let's say you decide, starting tomorrow, I'm going to the gym for an hour every day. What does your brain hear? Threat level, maximum. That's way too different from your current routine. Every resistance mechanism in you activates. You'll feel it immediately. That heavy feeling, the mental resistance, the voice in your head listing all the reasons why you can't do it. That's your amygdala screaming at you. But what if you decide, tomorrow, I'm going to do 2 push-ups. 2 push-ups? Your brain barely registers it. It's not threatening to you. It costs you almost nothing in terms of time or energy. There's no resistance in you. And here's the beautiful trick for you. You don't actually care about doing only 2 push-ups. The goal is to build the neural circuit of the action itself in your brain. Once you've put on workout clothes and gotten down on the floor, the hard part is done for you. You'll probably do 10 push-ups, maybe 20, maybe a full workout. But even if you only do 2, that's perfect for you, because you're building the highway in your brain. You're telling your brain, this is something we do now. Let me give you more specific examples of how you can apply this. Instead of, I'm going to meditate 20 minutes every day, you do, I'm going to take 3 conscious breaths when I wake up. Instead of, I'm going to write a book, you do, I'm going to write 1 sentence every day. Instead of, I'm going to learn Spanish, you do, I'm going to learn 1 new word per day. You see the pattern? You're making the behavior so small that your brain can't justify resisting it. It's called 2-minute rule. Any habit you want to build can be scaled down to a version that takes less than 2 minutes. Common mistakes you need to avoid. Mistake number 1. You made the microstep too big. You think 10 minutes is small enough, but your brain still resists. If you feel resistance, your step is too big for you. Make it smaller, ridiculously small, embarrassingly small. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Mistake number 2. You judge yourself for the microstep being too easy. Your ego wants to do more. You feel like 2 push-ups don't count. This is self-sabotage. The microstep isn't about the immediate result for you. It's about building the neural pathway. Trust the process for yourself. Mistake number 3. You skip the microstep because what's the point? You think, if I'm going to do such a small amount, why bother? This is your brain trying to trick you. The point is consistency for you. Showing up is 90% of the battle. You're training your brain that you're someone who does this thing. Mistake number 4. You don't celebrate the microstep. You do your 2 push-ups and immediately think, that's nothing. I should have done more. Wrong. You need to celebrate it like you just won a championship. Your brain needs the dopamine hit to reinforce the behavior for you. Mistake number 5. You scale up too quickly. You do 2 push-ups on Monday, and by Wednesday, you're trying to do 50. Your brain panics, and you quit. Stay micro for at least 2 weeks before you even think about increasing. Let your brain get comfortable with the new normal for you first. The micro step completely bypasses your brain's resistance system. You're essentially hacking your own threat detection system by staying under the radar. This is how you sneak past your brain's defenses. Once you've started, the hardest part is over for you. Here's another uncomfortable truth about you. Most of your decisions aren't actually conscious choices you make. They're automatic responses to your environment. Behavioral scientists call this choice architecture, and you can engineer it to work in your favor. Think about this. Your physical environment is a constant stream of triggers for you. If your phone is on your nightstand, you're almost guaranteed to check it first thing when you wake up. If there are cookies visible on your kitchen counter, you're going to eat them. If your TV remote is on your coffee table, you're going to watch TV. This isn't about your willpower. It's about how your brain responds to stimuli in your surroundings. The solution for you? Change your environment, not yourself. Let me give you the framework. You want to create friction for bad habits and remove friction for good habits. Adding friction to reduce bad habits. Want to stop checking your phone so much? Don't just rely on your willpower. Put your phone in another room, or in a drawer, or in a lockbox with a timer. Every extra step you add makes it less likely you'll do it automatically. Want to stop eating junk food? Don't buy it. But I'll just go to the store and get it. Yes, but that's friction. That's extra steps. Many times you won't bother. And when you do, you're making a conscious choice, not an automatic one. Want to stop watching TV before bed? Unplug it after you use it. Put the remote in another room. Every obstacle you create helps you. Removing friction to increase good habits. Want to work out in the morning? Sleep in your workout clothes. Sounds crazy, but it works for you. Put your shoes right by your bed. The less you have to do, the more likely you'll do it. Want to eat healthier? Prep your meals on Sunday. Cut up vegetables and put them in clear containers at eye level in your fridge. Buy pre-washed salads. Make healthy eating the easy choice for you. Want to read more? Put a book on your pillow. You'll have to move it to get into bed. While you're holding it, you might as well read a page for yourself. Let me tell you about a study done with hospital staff. They wanted doctors and nurses to use hand sanitizer more often. They tried education. Didn't work. They tried reminders. Didn't work. You know what worked. They put hand sanitizer dispensers everywhere, right by every door, every bed, every desk. Usage went up over 50%. They didn't change the people. They changed the environment. Common mistakes you need to avoid. Mistake number 1. You redesign your environment once and expect it to last forever. Your environment needs constant optimization for you. You'll adapt to it, find workarounds, get sloppy. Review and adjust your setup monthly. Mistake number 2. You think you're cheating by making things easier. Some people think they should be able to resist temptation through pure willpower. That's not strength, that's ego. Smart people engineer their environment. You're not cheating. You're being strategic for yourself. Mistake number 3. You only focus on removing bad stuff, not adding good stuff. It's not enough to hide the cookies. You need to make the apples visible and accessible for you. Don't just remove temptation. Install better options in your space. Mistake number 4. You underestimate visual cues. Your brain is incredibly responsive to what you see. A book cover is more powerful than you think. A water bottle on your desk works. A bowl of fruit matters. Use visual cues deliberately for yourself. Mistake number 5. You ignore your digital environment. You think about your physical space, but your phone and computer are environments too. Organize your apps. Delete social media from your phone. Use website blockers. Your digital environment shapes your behavior just as much for you. Think of it this way for you. Future you is going to be tired, distracted, and low on willpower. Design your environment today so that even tired, distracted, low willpower you makes the right choice tomorrow. You're not trying to become a person with superhuman self-control. You're trying to become a person who doesn't need it. Last strategy, and possibly the most powerful for you, hack your dopamine system. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter of pleasure, motivation, and reward in your brain. When you do something your brain perceives as positive, it releases dopamine for you, and this reinforces the behavior. It's the fundamental mechanism of learning in your brain. The problem for you? Your bad habits, social media, junk food, procrastination, are engineered by billion-dollar companies to give you immediate dopamine hits. Good habits, exercise, studying, deep work, often have delayed rewards for you. Your brain is wired to choose immediate rewards over delayed ones. This is called temporal discounting. A marshmallow now is worth more to your brain than 2 marshmallows in an hour. So how do you trick your brain? You create immediate celebrations for positive behaviors. Here's the strategy for you. Did you complete your micro-workout? Do a little victory gesture for yourself. Fist pump, say yes. Out loud, do a little dance, strike a pose. It sounds silly, but it works for your brain. You're manually creating an association between the behavior and a positive feeling. Even better for you, track your progress visually. This is incredibly powerful for your brain. Buy a calendar and mark an X for every day you maintain the habit. Your brain loves visual patterns, and that chain of X's becomes rewarding in itself for you. After a few days, you'll see that chain forming on your calendar. You won't want to break it. The chain itself becomes the motivation for you. Why this works for your brain? Each small win creates a dopamine release in you, and each dopamine release strengthens the neural circuit. You're literally training your brain to crave the behavior you want to maintain. But here's what most people don't understand. The celebration has to happen immediately for you, not at the end of the week, not when you hit a big milestone, right after you complete the behavior. Your brain connects rewards to actions based on proximity and time. If you finish your workout and then scroll Instagram for an hour before thinking, I should feel proud, your brain just connected the dopamine to Instagram, not to working out. Celebrate immediately for yourself, every single time. One more powerful technique, temptation bundling. This is where you combine something you need to do with something you want to do. You only listen to your favorite podcast while working out. You only watch your favorite show while meal prepping. You only get your fancy coffee after completing your morning routine. You're creating an immediate reward for your brain by bundling the should with the want. The identity shift for you. Here's the ultimate dopamine hack. Start telling yourself a new story about who you are. Every time you complete the behavior, you reinforce the identity. I'm someone who works out. I'm a writer. I'm a healthy eater. Your brain craves consistency between your identity and your actions. When you act like someone who works out, your brain says, "We're a person who works out now," and it becomes easier for you to do it again. You're not just changing behaviors, you're becoming someone new. And your brain will help you act consistently with whoever you believe you are. Let's bring this all together for you. You now have 3 powerful strategies to hack your brain and actually change your life. That's it. 3 strategies. That's all you need to start rewiring your brain today. Change doesn't require superhuman willpower from you. It requires strategy. It requires you working with your brain's biology, not against it. Your brain is an incredibly adaptive machine. Right now, it's optimized for your current life. But it can be re-optimized for the life you want. The brain you have 6 months from now will be different from the brain you have today. The only question is whether you're going to intentionally shape that change or let it happen randomly. Your life 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, will be the direct result of the small behaviors you repeat every single day. Not the big dramatic changes you make once. The tiny, consistent actions you take when nobody's watching. Thank you for taking this time to reflect with me. I hope you carry something from this conversation into your day, into your life. Be gentle with yourself until we meet again.